Because when it got later on towards the book, it showed that they were clever, but they were bullies. So, I mean, it's like, how could these clever bullies come up with this map? I mean, why would they come up with this map in the first place? I know that they came up with the map because they were kind of a little mischievous and they wanted to help out their friend Lupin, but there has to be another reason why they wanted to come up with this map and why they call themselves the Marauders. I wish you would give a better aspect of it. So that was basically it with Book 3, which is The Prisoner of Azkaban, for those who want me to say the title. All right. Book 4, which is The Goblet of Fire. Not many changes to it. The only thing I would have wanted her to do later on was maybe explain a little bit more about the Triwizard Tournament, and also explain let me know, because my mother was bugging me about this because she didn't read the book clearly, and she kind of got confused. She thought the Yule Ball was a year-round thing, kind of like a prom thing, and I tried to explain to her, no, it was just for the Triwizard Tournament. But it does open up a door of wondering, did they ever used to have prom at Hogwarts? I know, and this is way after the fact, I know they used to have like a drama club, because it said so in Beedle the Bard, Tales of Beedle the Bard, that in Dumbledore's commentary, that he said that there was a drama teacher and they did the play about the Fountain of Fair Fortune. So yeah, it does get me to wonder a little bit. I would have loved to have seen that there would have been a prom, or at least a Valentine's Day prom, and it probably would have given it a little bit more romantic feeling, especially. I really didn't want to see Harry with Cho, but it would have given something a little bit more romantic. I was kind of hoping that Harry would have asked Ginny out, and that would have sparked a little bit more love with them, but she went out with Neville. That was surprising to me. Another thing that, this is the dirty joke. For those who wanted to know what the dirty joke I would have had with the boy ghost, Peep and Tom, it would have been in the same scene where Moaning Myrtle came into the prefect's bathroom when Harry was trying to figure out the puzzle of the egg for the mermaids. And instead of having Cedric Diggory being in there, I would have had Fleur de Cour Fleur de Cour and Diggory was in there. Maybe I would have Fleur de Cour was in there first, and then it was Cedric Diggory, and had him make this dirty, not exactly a dirty joke, but a perverted comment to Harry, which Harry sort of drowns out, like occasionally drowns out, and it would be like, well, you know, Harry, it's not true what they say about French girls. And for those who don't know anything about French girls, I don't know too much either, but there's this big rumor that French girls do not shave. So that would have been my whole joke, that it's not true what they say about French girls, they do shave. And she's smooth-skinned, I guess. All right. That would have been my perverted joke. And it's a little bit more, it's harmless than the other dirty jokes she put in that book. And don't say there's no dirty jokes in the fourth book, because there is. Look them up. There's at least two that I can name off the top of my head, which is Ron saying, "Hey, Lavender, can I see your Uranus too?" And the wizard who said he loved wearing the dress because he loved to feel the wind up his privates. Okay? Those were the dirty jokes in the fourth book. So don't tell me they're not there. They're there. Okay, now my Order of the Phoenix, the fifth book, there was a lot of changes. Or not exactly changes, but there was a lot of plot lines I wish she would have introduced. A lot of them was for Snape, because there was no really big surprise for Snape killing Dumbledore when it got to the sixth book. So I wanted to have it where there was a little bit more relationship with Snape and Harry, a little bit more respective relationship. And basically, with Snape, I would have had it where Harry approached Snape about the DA, or Snape approached Harry about the DA. He heard that he was going to do a secret club, and he approached him in good confidence. And at first, everyone was kind of weary about Snape teaching him defense against dark arts, but then later you found out that he was so good at teaching it, it was like, why didn't Dumbledore let him be the teacher in the first place if he wanted to position it so bad? And there would have been a little sign of betrayal when it came to Umbridge kind of finding it out, but you find out later that Snape did it because he wanted to make sure that Harry was safe, kind of deal. And also, I would have had a little bit more of a rival between Black and Snape, where Black is say, well, I'm his godfather, I'm more of a family than you are. And then Snape comes back and said, well, I'm teaching him defense against dark arts. What are you doing? You're sitting down in a house not doing nothing. You're just sitting on your ass and not helping Harry one single bit. And then it would have led to Black rushing out of the house to help Harry, and then him dying, disappearing through this veil, which we have no idea what is with the veil. I mean, really, tell me what is with the veil. I know it was supposed to be something about death. I know it was supposed to, I guess they were researching death, but a lot of people were so confused about the veil, including me. I wanted to know what the veil was. And she had the introducing of this veil, which was never used again. And a lot of people, and this was the Muggle cast with MuggleNet. They went through these whole entire theories that they were going to go to the Ministry of Magic, and that was going to be where the final battle was. And I kind of had to tell them, I said, no, it's going to be at Hogwarts. We all know it's going to be at Hogwarts. So I'll get to that later. I'll get that to later chapters about my little pet peeve with that. Okay. But yeah, the veil did kind of confuse me a little bit, and I really wish she wouldn't have used the veil. I wish she would have just had it where Black got killed with Bellatrix and that was it. Because, I'm sorry, when he got hit and he fell behind the veil, I kind of hoped that when it got to the 6th book that he came back, that Black would have came back and he would have just lost his memories and Harry helped him with his memories. That basically would have been it. And also, with Umbridge, I hated Umbridge so much. And I was kind of hoping that she would have gotten messed up so bad that she wouldn't have to be used again. I wish she would have been messed up so bad in the 5th book that her and Lockhart would have became roommates, and then later they got married or something. It would have been cruel, but, I mean, come on. That's how much I hate Umbridge. I want her to marry Gilroy Lockhart, the guy who loves himself. Okay. All right, and another thing I would have put in there, I know she probably wouldn't have put this, but I've seen people in fan fictions. This were some of my friends had put this in fan fictions, and I'd give them this little idea that Cho Chang. This is for something about Cho Chang, and this will give the better understanding of Cho Chang. Have her where she has a little bit of angst, and because in the 5th book I kind of hated her because she jumped from Harry's feelings to Cedric Diggory loving him, and then jump back to Harry, and then getting all jealous over Hermione, and then goes out with Michael Coroner, who is Ginny's ex-boyfriend. I mean, she came off as kind of like a whore to me. So to make it where she wasn't a whore or anything like that, I would have had it where when it got to like towards the beginning of the 1st book, Cho was all like wrenching or throwing up or something like that, or she looks kind of bigger, like fat kind of deal. And there's these rumors going around that she's possibly pregnant with Cedric Diggory's kid. Well, you find out later she's not. She's just suffering from depression or bipolar. That's one was that say that she's suffering from like bipolar, and then have like a bipolar awareness or something. Okay, and also what would trigger this idea of Cho Chang possibly being pregnant with Cedric Diggory's kid, which she isn't, would be Trelawney will come in in the beginning of the book, after everyone's been sorted, she would come in her own little fashion where she floats in her chair, and she would have this trance-like thing.